Okay, so when choosing my quantitative research project topic, I decided to go with suicide. And I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to narrow it down to when I first started, so I just started researching suicide in general. And I found a lot of information on youth suicide and elderly suicide, but there was one fact that stood out to me, and that was that middle-aged suicide is actually the highest suicide rate in the country. And I thought this was really interesting because a lot of the times campaigns for suicide are focused on youth or early adulthood, but rarely on that middle age group, which takes in ages 35 to 65. And so I started researching that a little bit more and found that not only were they the highest, but over the past 10 years, the rate of middle-aged suicide has increased to almost 50%. And especially over the past 5 years, with the way the economy has gone, the number has increased a little bit more. And so I decided that I wanted this to kind of be the focus of the problem. And so my goal is to raise awareness that this is something that's happening, because I was completely oblivious that they were the highest. I had just assumed that youth suicide was the highest rate just because of the campaigns and everything that happened for it. And so my goal is to raise awareness, and then also to lower the number before it gets to be an even bigger problem, because it is steadily increasing. And a lot of my research I was able to find on the Fed Stats website, as well as other various websites, and then I was able to go and to research suicide in some of the psychology books on campus. And then when bringing in the design aspect of my final project, I was definitely inspired by Saul Bass. And so I really tried to incorporate some of his style into my final poster design. And I chose to do an infographic just because I figured it was the best way to clearly represent what I wanted to, which is just facts and information, just so people know what's going on. And I really tried to focus on the hierarchy. That was one of my struggles through the whole thing, and so I tried to focus on that, and this is how it turned out.